Hello and welcome everyone. Thank you very much for tuning in for our instant post-match reaction. Hopefully every single one of you around the world is keeping safe and well. I'm joined by two very special guests. I'll introduce them in a little second. But Reds, if you're joining this live or post-match anyway, post-live stream, make sure you do get your comments in the comment section below. I'll leave all the links to the lads' channels as well in the description. So do head over there after the video's gone live and make sure you do subscribe. You're absolute legends. But what a fantastic display this was, Reds. And then we'll get Connor from the Cop Council and Doug from the Dugout Football Channel. Anyway, doing the Gini celebration. What a performance by Ginny. And we've got a whole host of analysis really that we'll go through on tonight's episode, Reds. But thank you for every single one of you for tuning in, and hopefully you're all keeping safe and well. And the first time the Liverpool fans have been let back in, obviously in small capacity really, but it was fantastic to get the fans back in anyway. But thank you, Doug and Connor, for coming in on the live stream. Really do appreciate it. But Doug, just quick thoughts on obviously the fans being led in anyway. Where it really, for me, mate, and obviously before we went live, we were mentioning it. It really gave the Liverpool performance that bit more oomph about it, and it really gave the boost to the players. Really tonight, were you made up to see the Reds fans back in?
Oh, it's absolutely fantastic to have fans back, and the thing is, like, you actually heard them singing from like minute 1 to minute 90. It was a fantastic to see them back, and especially in the Cop as well. And you know, they were treated to some really great goals tonight. Obviously, Gini Van Aldum's goal was the pick of the bunch for sure, but absolutely made up for the fans who were very lucky to be there. Actually, do you know what? Do you know what the funny? Do you know what the good thing about it was? Yeah, there was maybe 2,000 there. It sounded like 200,000. Seriously, the fans sang from start to finish. It was great to see fans back at Anfield.
Yeah, it was absolutely phenomenal, mate. And they done us all proud because they were absolutely, from minute 1, as Doug said, to minute 90 plus. Anyway, fantastic. Connor, it's fantastic that we have got small sections of the fans back in the stadium. Obviously, it being safe and proper to do so, mate. But it really just gives that extra bit of oomph. Obviously, you're seeing from after the final whistle, Jurgen Klopp going over to them, saluting them really, and just giving them a Jurgen Klopp punch anyway to the Cop. And I think from a personal point of view, from Jurgen and the players, they will be absolutely made up, won't they?
Yeah, I think that I honestly think that was the best part about the whole game and the atmosphere was the Klopp fist bumps afterwards, because like how much have we loved seeing that, you know, on TV, you know, let alone actually being there and that, and you know, fans actually being allowed now into stadiums and that, obviously if you're not in tier 3 and that. So it's absolutely fantastic to not be able to hear artificial sounds anymore and to hear the actual raw emotion of football fans and that. And you know, the team did an absolutely fantastic performance for them lot tonight, and the fans, I thought, you know, equaled it out with the atmosphere as well. You know, absolutely fantastic. Like Doug said, from minute 1 to minute 90, absolutely fantastic. And you know, it's obviously a massive bonus now. You know, it's 2,000 now today. Maybe in a month or two, you know, and maybe 4,000, 6,000, 8,000, and hopefully then as the time progresses, hopefully we can have a full blown out stadium at Anfield to wish the boys well.
Yeah, it's first time obviously the fans have seen the champions back at Anfield anyway, but fantastic. Reds, make sure you do get your comments in the comment section below. We'll be reading out every single one of them as we go out through tonight's episode. So let us all know your man of the match shouts anyway, and what really impressed you from Liverpool, this performance from Liverpool tonight. Really, Doug, we'll go straight into it. Obviously, we'll talk about the key players. Obviously, Salah getting his goal anyway. Courtesy to Connor Cody assist, great assist from the scouts anyway. But yeah, Doug, we'll start with the first goal. Obviously, Mohamed Salah. He capped off that really the performance, got a goal and assist tonight, really. But just talk us through that first goal, Doug. What really impressed you from a Liverpool point of view, and really how when Salah engineered the space?
It was really good play. It was really good play. Obviously, Henderson finds, you know, Salah, and Cody gave one to Firmino last year, and he's given one to Salah as well. But he still has to finish, and it was a fantastic finish from Mohamed Salah. But yeah, I think it was a bit of a day to forget for Connor Cody. Obviously, we will come on to the big talking point as well. But no, I thought it was a really good finish from Salah.
Yeah, and Connor, it was a great goal. One, obviously, Gini Wijnaldum. He's obviously he's going to be a lot of people's man of the match tonight. We'll talk about him tonight in tonight's episode, everyone. But what a goal! We'll analyse more of his game tonight as we go on in tonight's episode, mate. But what a fantastic strike from on the hour mark.
Yeah, it's been a thing, hasn't it, over the last like couple of weeks? It's been like, oh, we'll play him more forward, and he'll score goals. He does it for Holland and things like this. It's like I don't mind him scoring one belter every couple of weeks because that was a belter tonight. And fair play to Genie, and I'm happy that he's got his goal because he has been so good for this Liverpool team over the last few weeks. And maybe if we didn't have him, maybe if he did go to Barcelona in the summer, where would we be? Well, we would be, in the crap right now because, we'd only have Henderson, we'd only have Curtis Jones in our midfield because everyone else has been injured so far this season. And yeah, Genie's just been immense. And for me, he has been one of our players of the season so far, in my personal opinion, and one of the Premier League's best players this season, without a doubt.
Yeah, it's been Trev's absolutely spot on there, mate. Nice one, Trev, for your comment, la. It's Ginny is such a big player for us. We must keep him. Trev, yeah, definitely, mate. We've been speaking on Connor's live stream as we've just been there on, mate. He will be signing. He's got to surely. I think Jürgen and the board will be. He's backed them all into a corner. It's just a matter of. I think it will be discussions on the length of his contract. But yeah, Trev, Ginny. What a performance! And obviously, the third goal tonight obviously come from a courtesy from a Mohamed Salah delivery, absolutely pinpoint. Doug, were you impressed by Salah's goal and obviously his creative prowess this tonight, really, mate? Obviously, the assist in which he got for Joel Matip's goal was ridiculous, wasn't it?
Oh, I mean, it was just a ball ready to be finished, and Matip gets on the end of it. But I was very impressed with Salah tonight. I mean, everyone was fantastic tonight. You'd have to say, but Salah in particular was fantastic. I really wish Mane got a goal though, because again he was a constant threat for Semedo, etc. And as I said on Connor's stream, Semedo does not like Anfield. Plays in the Barcelona team that lost 4-0 to us in that massive comeback, and has now played in a 4-0 defeat for Wolves. So he'll be having nightmares for sure. But no, for me, Mohamed Salah was absolutely fantastic tonight.
Yeah, spot on there, mate. And yeah, he's going to be having nightmares again tonight because it's another 4-0 scoreline. So yeah, we move, and he got an own goal, which was great, fantastic. But fantastic goal, that's Semedo, lads. Yeah, it's like that. But obviously we'll start from the back line anyway, going through the players' performances. And I think it was another fantastic night for the young Irish lad. Obviously for all the Irish Reds around in Ireland anyway, I think they'd be absolutely buzzing to see an Irish player in the Liverpool starting lineup, and he's got bags of quality. And really, Connor, you were very impressed with his save, as we were just speaking on your live stream, mate. You were very impressed by his performance, and I think everyone, Reds, let us know your thoughts on Kelleher's performance tonight. I think he's growing in confidence, Connor, isn't he?
Yeah, he is, and I think that for me now, he is the undisputed number 2 at Liverpool now, of course, behind Ali. It was interesting, in the Ajax game, and of course we spoke, on your channel about the Ajax game and that, and we were like, it was strange for Klopp to change things, and we were all like, well, if he's going to play Kelleher, is he going to play him in against Wolves as well, or is he going to pick Adrian? And as the whispers and the rumors kept on coming up, and that the weekend he was going to play, and that, I think all of us was fine, especially after that performance against Ajax in midweek. And tonight it just capped it off. I think in the first half he lobs the ball. I think it was someone lobbed the ball, tried to get lobbed it over his head anyway, tips her over the bar, absolutely fantastic. Just came for balls and that, and just anything that he was served, he dealt with, and that, and he just looked so calm, and it was like an Alisson performance. There was no panic there was no rush there. It just looked so calm and collected. And Klopp spoke after the Ajax game and said, we needed a bit more of football ability in the goalkeeper. And I think that just sends the message of I'm sick and tired of Adrian, really, because, in my opinion, it does. Because, how many times have we said, oh, Adrian with his feet yet again. How many times have Adrian with his feet has cost us games? I think there was a situation towards the end of the game as well where I think there was a bit of confusion between Matip and Kelleher, but Kelleher just like booted it up and just dealt with it as Ali would, and it was fantastic. And I think he is such a talent that I know that we talk about world class goalkeepers and that, but if Kelleher can learn a bit more of Ali and that, then Liverpool won't have to go and look for another goalkeeper because we have a solid young goalkeeper already in our ranks.
Yeah, absolutely spot on there, matey. And I'll talk in a little second, mate. But thank you everyone for getting your comments in as well. Even Allah, over the moon with the victory. Was not expecting to beat Wolves as easy. We are the best team in the world. But yeah, fantastic, mate. It was considering obviously we've spoken over the last coming weeks. Every single one of us on all channels really as Liverpool fan base. This was no easy game. Wolves are a very well established Premier League team. Over the last 2 seasons, Wolves have posed Liverpool one of the biggest threats when they have come to Anfield. Obviously, the likes of Sheffield when they have been to Anfield, obviously the season before anyway, and Wolves, they have been one of the biggest teams to really threaten Liverpool at home. It's never been an easy game anyway, but absolutely spot on there, matey, with your comments. Everyone I see now is doing a Gini celebration. Gini started the trend anyway. I'm pretty sure there'll be a lot of things going on social media there as well, mate. But Trev, it was nice to see Trent back in action. His crosses for the wide seem to be guaranteed a goal a game. Yeah, Trev, absolutely spot on there, mate. Obviously, we've spoken about the back line. And quick one on there, Doug, and everyone at home as well. Your thoughts on Kelleher's performance? Do you really see him now as an established number 2? Obviously, we all love Adrian for what he's done for the football club, but I think we've spoken obviously after the Champions League game midweek, mate. The writing is on the wall, but what this young lad, he's come into Liverpool second full appearance in a red shirt and established himself as a very reliable goalkeeper at such a young age.
Yeah, absolutely. And I like you look at back to last season. Like I know he came against Aston Villa, and I know he came in against Shrewsbury, and he was quite inexperienced then. I think the fact that he's played 2 games on the bounce now, he'll get loads of confidence. He'll probably play against Fulham next week as well. I don't know if Alisson's back or not, but for me, I totally agree with Connor. Like, we don't really need to look for another goalkeeper if Kelleher's going to be a good undistributed number 2 now. It's going to push Adrian sort of further down as well. So it's going to be really interesting. But no, for me, Kelleher again just showed why Klopp put faith in him, and as Connor said, footballing ability. He's very good on the ball. Good on the ball. His distribution is really, really good. He's only going to get better as well. But no, made up for Kelleher. I'm not even going to say his first name because I'm not Irish.
I'm dyslexic, so I probably butchered it anyway. So yeah, but yes, spot on there, mate. Chris, I didn't expect us to be Atalanta at Leicester and no Wolves comfortably, and we did anyway. Chris, absolutely spot on. And Chris and everyone at home, it's against Wolves tonight, and we've absolutely battered them. Like Nuno's got them playing absolutely fantastic this season. Obviously, last season they're no mugs, and we've seen him in the Europa League anyway. Wolves. I know they are missing Jimenez, and hopefully, all good and proper after his surgery. Hopefully, he can get fully fit anyway. But that doesn't mean that Liverpool stop playing. We absolutely battered them all across the park. Wolves. I'll just quickly get the stats up, everyone. But I'll get to Trev's comment on Trent there as well in a little second. There we go, everyone. As you can see, you can see the stats there. Where is it? Obviously, Liverpool dominated proceedings with 11 shots with 6 shots on target, dominating possession really with 61% to Wolves' 39. But yeah, the Wolves shots, they were more or less, they weren't really anything really too major in terms of that, but really didn't bother Liverpool. But yeah, Trent, we quickly get to Trent's performance, and obviously Nico's performance. Yet again, another great performance by Nico Williams. Didn't put a foot wrong tonight for me personally, everyone. but yeah, nice to see Trent back in action as crosses. But yeah, we've mentioned the obviously the carnage of cross that Semedo put the ball in the back of his net, and gutted that Mane couldn't get in on the end of it, because you seen Salah go, mate, you can have that ball if you want, and then Mane just didn't get connection, and then everyone on social media would have been absolutely go, you don't pass to each other. Yes, they do. Salah was like, go ahead, la. Mane was like, oh, go ahead, Semedo. You love getting beat at Anfield, don't you, lad? So, but yeah, Trev, it's refreshing, Trev, and everyone at home. It's going to be interesting to see, do Liverpool go with Trent in the next fixture anyway? I'd be very much content, really, with playing Nico. It just depends if he's fully up to fit, because we don't want to rush Trent. The worst case scenario is we rush Trent back and he gets a reoccurring injury anyway. So, but yeah, Nico, as I said, he didn't put a foot wrong. Trev, did he? Everyone at home, fantastic performance. And I think we'll go on to the two lads, absolutely colossals at the back. Doug, I'm going to go straight into my man of the match. Personally, I know Robbo did get his man of the match. I think it was on Amazon anyway tonight, but you could have picked the whole starting 11, really could have been man of the match tonight. But Fabinho, mate, the Dyson, he's kept Lewan in his back pocket last season. He's put a lot of players in the back pocket. Vardy, when we played against Leicester, didn't really have the sniff. And tonight, I know, as I said, Wolves did miss. But Neto, he's a very good player, Neto, anyway, and obviously the other Portuguese contingents anyway. But mate, were you very impressed with our two centre back pairings tonight?
I mean, they were both solid as a rock, really, weren't they? They were fantastic yet again. I mean, you just hit the nail right on the head there. Fabinho has kept Vardy in his pocket. He's kept probably a Aubameyang in his pocket. He's probably kept.
I think that's an easy. I think I could keep Aubameyang on corner form like.
Yeah, Aubameyang's turned into prime Gervinho,
prime Christian Benteke.
Oh yes, or something like that. But Werner, there's another good striker he's kept in his pocket. But no, both of them were as solid as anything. And we keep saying on Connor's stream. Shout out to Owen Thomas, who actually said that Fabinho should be a centre back.
Yeah,
he's just been fantastic.
Yeah, it's absolutely frightening, mate, and Doug's spot on there. Like, I know when, as I said, not met him, he's done some amazing podcasts anyway. Is it the Cop On podcast anyway? He's got the two lads on anyway. Hopefully try and jump on one anyway. It'd be lovely to. I've spoken to him a couple of times, but yeah, try and get him on a podcast after the game anyway on the channel. But yeah, that's evident really. I think he said in commentary, didn't he, Connor? What I love, and everyone at home, let us know your thoughts on Fabinho and Matip as well. But Fabinho's game is so great when he's in those one-on-one areas, when he's just got the striker coming at him, really, and he's very composed. And you're looking at now, and I said it on your last stream, mate, like before, Liverpool have got the second best centre-back in world football in Fabinho. And that's detriment to, obviously, the recruiting process of, obviously, Michael Edwards and, obviously, the ability of Jurgen Klopp. He obviously, prior to Gomez and Van Dijk getting injured, everyone at home, he's got that ability to play there in a variety of positions, mate. But were you impressed with the two centre-back pairings anyway?
Yeah, it's what, like the 5th or 6th time now they've played together as a two, and I think they've conceded about 3 goals out of it, and like somehow with Fabinho and Matip we've conceded less than when we've had like our 2 best in Gomez and Virgil van Dijk, and that partnership is getting stronger and stronger. I know that we've all joked, and we've joked on my channel saying that Matip is made out of Weetabix. That is literally his structure.
Made a cardboard, that's the sound.
Yeah, but look at him tonight. He was absolutely fantastic tonight. Got his goal, which I was very happy for him, and seeing his raw emotion towards the fans as well. That was such a nice moment as well. But Fabinho, he's just world class. Can play right back, centre back, midfield. Could probably play him in goal as well, and he'll do a job. But it's great to know that we have that type of player, and we've all spoken about someone like James Milner that has that versatility and like playing wherever Klopp wants him to go. It's the same with Fabinho, time and time again, and for me, Fabinho, he is so good, and it will be the question, when when like Virgil and Joey Gomez comes back, and does Klopp keep him at centre back? That'll be, I think, the next question, really, because then we won't have to look in the market then for a centre back. We could maybe go in the market for a midfielder and try and surprise everyone else.
I think that's why we sold Lovren, wasn't it, mate? I think obviously Klopp is very, very trustworthy, and obviously Fabinho, mate, but he's spot on there, mate. Thank you for every single one. He's getting comments in, and we'll read out every single one of them. But get to Matt, this legends as well, thank you for dropping your comments in, as always, matey. It's good to know when Alisson is out, we have a good goalkeeper to rely on as a backup. Just a bit weird. Alisson is injury prone. I hope I am wrong. Yeah, I've said that to Connor anyway, but fingers crossed. Touch wood, or the wood in your house, everyone. Kelly has performed, and I think that's the thing with keepers, Manuel Neuer and the Stegens and the All Blacks. They have had injuries in the past anyway. It's part of Barcelona being a professional footballer anyway, mate. But he's spot on there, mate. Everyone at home, let us know, are you surprised with Kelleher's ability? I know Connor and Doug have mentioned already tonight. I only found out, I think I was after the game anyway. He played up front for Liverpool in the academy anyway a couple of times. It was 15, 16. He transferred anyway. He might have been slightly younger anyway, but that's why he's so good and capable with the ability on the ball, ready to spread the ball out wide and all that. But yes, fantastic from the Irish lads anyway. Alisson will be back in Tottenham game, in my opinion. Nice one, Chris Lar. Where's the Neco Williams social media news now? Yeah, absolutely ridiculous, mate. It's only a small minority, absolutely silly sausages anyway. But yeah, he had a fantastic game tonight. Fantastic. Fabinho was fab tonight. Hey, there you go, Chris. There was potentially 6 man of the matches tonight, maybe 7. North Reds absolutely spot on there, matey. And it said you could have picked. That just highlights how good of a performance this one, as always, is from the lads. But it's the levels in which this Liverpool team is continuously reaching week in, week out. A statue for Owen Thomas outside Anfield, obviously from the Cop On podcast was suggesting Fabinho playing centre back. The back for me needs to be switched on against Harry Kane, and Son will be a test, but I believe we can win that game. Yeah, I can't wait to do that pre-match build-up show, because that is going to be one big, massive build-up show. But Nicole, thank you for coming on. I will say it now. I don't care what anyone else thinks. Fabinho is the best signing in the Jurgen Klopp has made in this Liverpool world class. Yeah, it's fantastic, Maisie, and he's definitely up there. Considering how versatile, would you agree with that? I think obviously you got the Alisson in goal, but I think for unexpectedness, he's definitely top of the bracket, really.
Well, it was. His signing was like one of the most unexpected, like you said. I think we were linked to him, and then an hour he had signed. We all loved the Fabinho transfer, and look, he is versatile. And that's what, if you go through every single player in our squad, they could play multiple positions, but with Fabinho, he can play about 3 or 4. 5 even. There's so much versatility in him. It's ridiculous, and he isn't a weakness anywhere on the pitch.
Yeah. Would you agree with that, Doug?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I've obviously we know from his time at Real Madrid, we know from his time at Monaco that he's played right back, he's played centre back, he's played defensive midfielder. But the thing is, Klopp has managed to, basically put him into as a centre back, and he's just looked as solid as anything. You remember the game against Chelsea. Everyone was saying, oh no, Gomez is out. What's going to happen now? And then the team news comes out, and then Fabinho is inside alongside Virgil van Dijk, and we're like, okay, but he was absolutely solid that day as well. So
he's an absolute monster, isn't he, mate?
Yeah, he is.
He's absolutely frightening. And everyone, let us know your thoughts on obviously the Fabinho. I think he will probably come out, especially considering obviously Virgil van Dijk, the absence in which he's going to be having this season. But I think he's definitely probably going to be in the top 3 of Liverpool's best players this season. If Liverpool are going to have any success, and if he continues playing like he has done, Reds, Liverpool are going to be in a very, very strong position, considering obviously outside of Liverpool, everyone going, well, Liverpool have lost Virgil van Dijk and Gomez in the centre back areas, and obviously big injuries around but these lads, centre back and Matip, if we can wrap those two in cotton wool for the rest of the season and they continue playing like they have, I think Liverpool, it's going to be up to the forward lads to get the goals. But as Connor said, we've conceded a lot less goals when we did have Gomez and Van Dijk in the centre back. So long this may continue. Another clean sheet yet again. The clean sheets breathe confidence throughout the squad, and there's no better way to really give confidence to the defence, and especially obviously you've got the two very young lads in that back line anyway. But Robbo, just a quick mention to that as well. We'll get to Trev's comments as well. I honestly think we can lift another Champions League trophy this season. You heard it here first, Trev. I'm absolutely 100,000 million% agree with that, matey. Fingers crossed we do get a cheeky Porto or something in the draw, mate. As always, if your name's Man City, you will get a couple of million backhanders to the UEFA delegates anyway. So we know we did and get cheeky easy draw. But nice one, Trev. I fully agree with that, mate. No, get Fab back in midfield and get a centre back anyway. But yeah, no, Fred. I think we discussed that before, but I think we will see him move back into his favoured central defensive midfield role, mate. But it's just how detriment credit to how good he is. Really, he's fantastic. Yeah, Peter, you don't get us laughing again, mate. That was
no.
But yeah, thank you very much, Peter, for the comments. If you're not aware, it's a classic from the last couple of weeks anyway. Us three were just laughing. We were giggling like we were in year 7 back again. But yeah, thank you very much, mate, for the comments. Mane and Salah were the best signings in the past 30 years in my eyes. Absolutely world class. So I've spot on there, matey. Great win. Let's break away now, lads. Yeah, Gary, it's well, I'm going to make sure every single one of you do get involved in obviously the pre-match build-up show against Spurs. I cannot wait for this. I'll try and get Doug, Connor, Mickey. I'll try and get a lot of people on the pre-match build-up show. Possibly get Mourinho, but I don't think he'll come on. But that would be hilarious. After I've slated him for years for saying fact, he's probably got an analyst waiting to go at me anyway. But yeah, I can't wait for that game, mate. But thank you very much, Gary, and every single one of you for tuning in tonight. Hopefully you're all keeping safe and well. And as I said, make sure you do head over to the lads' channels and subscribe here if you're new as well. But really do appreciate it. Hopefully every single one of you is keeping safe. And big shout out to all the NHS staff and the key workers and everyone around the UK and the world continuing going day to day. Do we buy in January? No, Fred. I think I will do a video tonight. Not tonight, in this coming week anyway. So stay tuned for that, matey. But Robbo, everyone, Robbo did get man of the match. It's not more, I think we're running out of words to really describe this, lads. Doug, your fellow Scotsman, he's absolutely playing fantastic tonight's performance. Classic Andy Robbo performance again. And I think me, you, and every Liverpool fan around the world being waxing lyrical. His consistent levels performance tonight, mate. When he was going down, especially the way in which Wolves do play, obviously he was coming up against Adama Traore, and that was how good his performance was against Adama Traore. There has been one game when we played Wolves when Robbo did get absolutely minced by him. We won't mention that time, but tonight's performance, what a performance.
Oh, fantastic! And Scottish Braveheart, we call him, in up here in Scotland, because obviously he's a Scottish captain as well. But he's just consistency is another level. I mean, the fact that we got him for about 8 million plus Kevin Stewart remains to be one of the bargains of the transfer market. I mean, and Chris Welsh has said best left back in the world. Yeah, absolutely. For me, he is.
Yeah, and we'll go straight on to spot on there, Chris, matey. But yeah, midfield, mate. Dominant display. I think Liverpool's domination really flourished, really, between the midfields. That was the reason which Liverpool dominated proceedings tonight, registering a 61% possession anyway. Towards his 39. Connor, Curtis Jones, yet again. We've spoken about him, obviously, off the back of the Champions League victory midweek. But Curtis Jones, Gini, Henderson as well, mate. But what were your thoughts on Liverpool's dynamic three tonight?
They were fantastic tonight. That midfield three works. I know that there's plenty of other midfield combos that we've done that just has not worked for the Reds, but tonight, all three of them were absolutely superb. Curtis Jones, I think I said it midweek on here. For me, he's the next Stevie G. And it's easy to say, oh, he's the next Stevie G, blah, 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 because he's obviously scouts and that, but he has that technical ability to be the next big thing at Liverpool, and it's hard to break into the Liverpool team at the minute. He's broke in to a side that's won the Champions League, won the Premier League, what became world champions, and that as Doug disappears. But and it's hard to break into this Liverpool midfield, and now he's been given the opportunity to do so, and he's taken it by with two hands, and he's doing absolutely fantastic. Hendo doing a Hendo performance. When he's going, he's one of the best in the world at what he does. But then Gini Wijnaldum, and you spoke about man of the match. For me, Gini Wijnaldum was man of the match in my opinion. He was absolutely superb tonight. Of course, scoring that worldie. For the second goal, and he, of course, we spoke about him, at the beginning of, the Gini Wijnaldum. We spoke about him, at the beginning of the season. Would he leave with Thiago coming in, and that was the whole big distraction, really, from winning the Premier League and that honeymoon period. But now, he's been absolutely superb. I think he's played over 4,000 minutes in the last 3 weeks, which is just ridiculous. And for me, he is, without a shadow of a doubt, one of the best Premier League players or midfielders, in the league, in my opinion, anyway.
Yeah, everyone at home, let us know your thoughts on the dynamicness of obviously Liverpool's attacking play tonight. Not just attacking, but defensive duties as well. I think the forward three, I think going forward, I think we will see this midfield three a lot more as we go and progress throughout the season. Obviously, we're tinkering a couple of players, but obviously Thiago, a lot was expected. I think we all expected Thiago to be in the starting lineup, and I think if he was fully fit, he would be getting played. But it's Curtis Jones, Doug, scouts in the team really, and we keep on, like similar with Robbo, he's continued to impress week in, week out, and really he's showing to the rest of the world and the rest of the Premier League why he deserves to be in this midfield, mate.
For me, he's undroppable right now. I mean, the last couple of games, especially, like I know we obviously saw against like Ajax away that he wasn't criticised, but he was inexperienced in that Champions League game in the whatever it's called, Amsterdam Arena, Johan Cruyff Arena, or something like that.
Yeah.
But I thought that Curtis Jones, for me, like I've said, he's undroppable right now. I don't think it's nice to drop Curtis Jones right now. And for me, he's one of the first starters on the team sheet.
Yeah, absolutely spot on, mate. And spot on, as Connor said there as well. No Fred, Kate is very similar, future captain as well. Yeah, he's a lad with a lot of confidence, and I like we've been speaking over the last couple of weeks on all of our channels, really. And I think a lot of Reds around social media as well. It's impressive how well technically his game is developing. Obviously, I haven't watched a lot of obviously under 21s and under 18s anyway, when it'll be a lot more experienced people to talk about him anyway, his progression as a player, but his technical ability, and especially tonight with such technical players as oppositions, obviously the likes of Ruben Neves as well, I think it was Moutinho as well, Moutinho and Dendoncker, they're very physical but they're very good technically, and in which obviously we know how good Gini is in tight spaces as well, but Hendo from a defensive point of view and going forward tonight, but Curtis is not looking out of place considering how young he is, and that's detriment. And I'm hoping, as the lads have already mentioned, and everyone at home as well, as we progress throughout this season, we'll see the development similar to obviously the likes of Trent. He's got the ability and he's showing week in, week out, and it's amazing and refreshing to see. Obviously, some circumstances are meant to be. What's meant to be, obviously with Thiago being out, but he's took the bull by the horns, really, and really give it his all, Curtis. But yeah, Curtis is another man of the match shout for me. Everyone, absolutely phenomenal performance. But Gary, with all the red emojis, is like that. Yes, it's a shame we didn't score that many red goals anyway tonight, mate. You never know. We're playing Fulham next, so that possibly could be a couple of scoring that many goals anyway. But yeah, Jordan Henderson should be England captain. Why do? But yeah, we're not going to talk about England captaincy anyway. But we all know who should really be the England captain, Chris. But yeah, spot on, matey, with your comment there. Really hope Gini does sign at the Anfield, Lark. Thank you very much for popping in, matey. And hopefully we're keeping safe, mate. Thank you for dropping in, Lark. Every single one is as well. But yeah, I think we all consensus, really. We do agree that Gini will be signing that contract. And as I said at the top of the show, I think Gini, you will be getting Klopp and the board in a corner, really, and saying, give me that contract. And if he continues to really play the way he has done over the last 2 years, Jürgen, and we all want him. He knows, he reads social media, and he's very active on social media. He knows what we think as fans anyway. And I think for him, as a personal point of view, his family are very settled as well. So he will sign. I think he will. Fingers crossed anyway. But the noise as he's leaving at the end, but the noises are he's leaving at the end. Yeah, the Anfield, like, I wouldn't have. Yeah, you never know. We're not in Gini's head anyway, and I think obviously he could have bigger aspirations. I know he's at Liverpool Football Club, one of the biggest football clubs in the world, but I think obviously from family commitments, he might want to move back to Holland. You never know. Go to Spain, have a little, get a little bit more of a tan that you would in Liverpool, because it's absolutely teeming down most weeks in Liverpool. But yeah, I forgot about Thiago. No, Fred. It's frightening the squad depth in which Liverpool have got, Annie. But yeah, Scholes was celebrating over LFC tonight. Yeah, Paul Scholes, no, Fred. I'm happy it wasn't just me, mate. That you could see he was fuming inside. When as soon as the match ended and you looked at the pundits, you got Paul looking down at his feet going, he's growling. Like, you could see he was growling deep down inside, mate. But spot on there. Great analysis from the pundits anyway, mate. Top stream, like, it's Samla. I've got a lot of Sams. Who is this? But yeah, thank you very much.
Which one is it?
Thank you. Yeah, I've got so many. Thank you very much, Sam. For coming on. But yeah, we haven't really mentioned Salah, Firmino, and Mane. Really, well, we'll talk about the forward lads anyway. Really, we'll talk about Salah's performance now. Everyone, let us know your thoughts on Salah's performance in the comment section below. I was really impressed with Salah, and I think we spoke about Doug as well, and on their channels. Connor, what were your thoughts on Salah's performance? We mentioned he got a goal and an assist, but what did you think of his overall game tonight?
He was a threat from start to finish, wasn't he? You know, I think it's strange with Mo this year, because I think not so much Liverpool fans, but I think like general, pundits has, thought that, Mo Salah, didn't get a golden boot last year. He's wearing down in that. And then Mo's just gone, okay, that's fine. I'm just going to turn it back up to 100 and that. And that's what he's done this season. From minute one this year, got a hat-trick against Leeds, of course. And since then, he's been superb. And tonight was, yet again, another show for Mo. And for me, I think he is definitely going to go down as one of Jurgen Klopp's best ever signings. He's going to go down as one of Liverpool's best ever signings, not only Jurgen Klopp's. And it would not surprise me if he scored another 30 goals, this season. For example, obviously he holds the record for the Premier League most goals in a season with 32. Wouldn't surprise me if he got back up there with those
I think
levels.
He's spot on there. I think he definitely will smash more records. The more records he breaks, just highlights how good he is. He has been playing over the last couple of seasons, mate. But yeah, spot on there, mate, on tonight's performance. Doug, Bobby Firmino. I was absolutely laughing my pants off tonight. pee myself because the amount of times Bobby, I know he didn't get his goal, but that would, like it was obviously last week in the Premier League anyway, he got his goal when the lads were made up for them. The amount of times you put a quid on every time Bobby, there should be a bet where you put like how many nutmegs Bobby can do anyway. But I'd tell you, what a performance Bobby had, mate. I know he didn't get on the score sheet, but he absolutely terrorised that Wolves back line, didn't he?
He certainly did, and the amount of back heels he was doing as well. I think Ali McCoist enjoyed it on commentary with Clive Tilsley. I thought they two were very good as commentators tonight. But the amount of nutmegs he was doing. I mean, these guys have got families. These guys have got families, so you're being very, very harsh to their families. But no, I thought he was absolutely fantastic again tonight. Yeah, pity he didn't get his goal, but it's his all-round play that really impresses me as a fan.
Is he back to his best, do you reckon?
I reckon he is. I think it's a wee momentum thing with Bobby, but. I thought he was fantastic yet again, and the thing is, like, I know he got his goal against Leicester, but his all-round play was fantastic. And the thing is, we had a player like Luis Suarez that could nutmeg players like left, right, and centre. Bobby was doing that tonight as well, so very, very made up for Bobby. And as I said, unlucky not to get his goal.
Yeah, I'm made up. Everyone, let us know your thoughts. It's Mane tortured them. North Red absolutely did, mate. And we'll speak about Mane really to conclude tonight's episode. Reds, it was ridiculous, wasn't it? I think I was speaking to you off air before we went live. The amount of times he was cutting in from that left hand side, I was expecting him to absolutely level one in the top corner. He kept on trying. I think he's going to be expect a Mane schemer in the next couple of weeks because he must be practicing the inside runs anyway. Obviously, it's very it's so a big part of his game anyway. But yeah, North Red's absolutely spot on there. Mo Salah, run it down the wing. I can't shout it a bit loud because I might get shouted at because people are in bed. But yeah, thanks for this, mate. It was definitely a good game tonight from the Reds. Kelleher is like a Ginger Allison. I don't know. I was going to say I'd be like a Ginger Allison, but nah. Strawberry blondes. But yeah, Chris Welsh. We signed Si Senor. Give the ball to Bob and he will score for a reason. Chris Welch, absolutely spot on there, mate. Jasmine, Mane left his shooting boots in the dressing room. Jasmine, he defo did tonight. I tell you, Jasmine, he will absolutely level one, and it'll be the day where they don't put Mane to score from outside the box, and he will. But yeah, what a performance by the Reds tonight, everyone. And thank you very much to every single one of you. Hopefully, top stream last Sam. Thank you very much, Reds. To Jasmine, Chris, Gamfield Lark, Sam Aiken, North Reds. Chris as well, Gary, Trevor as well, Madison as well, Nicole, every single one of you as well. And if you are watching this stream after it's been uploaded, make sure you get your comments in the comment section below as well. Really do appreciate every single one of your support as well. And I will leave Doug's and Connor's channel in the description. But Connor, where can everyone find you on socials and your channel?
So the Cop Council, YouTube, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. And just want to say thank you for having us on, mate. And another win for the Reds, top of the league, kind of, we can say that. And yeah, just another great night of football with fans in attendance, which was fantastic.
Yeah, absolutely spot on, mate. Thank you for coming on, and congratulations on 400 subscribers, mate. Very fully do deserve it. I think me and you do need to kick up the backside, really, in content. I think Doug get kickers up the backside anyway. Get those videos pumped out. But yeah, Doug, thank you for coming on as well, mate. What are your socials and where everyone can find you?
Just down there.
I'll just I was wondering
just-
what you're doing there. When you're doing the genuine
You
album
can't
celebration there,
incorporate that.
I was a bit like,
yeah, you can find me on the Dugout Football channel. You can also find me on Twitter at nrod_1992. You can also find me on Instagram at Douglas.Horn, and you can also find me on Facebook at Douglas James Horn. But yeah, the Gini Van Aldum celebration I think is going to be done by so many Reds around the world.
people probably have nightmares of me doing that now. So, but yeah, no, yeah, I don't suit it. But Ginny, as I said, Virgil van Dijk was like a proud dad tonight on the touchline. He was like his son has just scored. But yeah, everyone, have a lovely rest of your night. Keep safe, Reds. And yeah, you'll never walk alone. And thank you very much, lads, for coming on. And I will see you tomorrow, Reds. I will do a live stream tomorrow, so stay tuned on the channel. But I really do appreciate every single one for tuning in. Keep safe, well, Reds. And big thank you to the NHS staff and every key worker around the UK as well, around the world anyway. Look after one another, Reds, and you will never walk alone. Ta-ra. Bye.
Bye.